it's rolling. Hi, it's Tom. It's time for another Page Turning Tuesday. We're in chapter 13 of book 1, which is based on that Leon Russell song, Tightrope. Thanks for reading these books and telling other people about them. It's really helping me reach new readers. I appreciate that. So in chapter 13, we're talking about my mom. She starts dating. She's about to call another family meeting. Anything can happen at a family meeting. Let's jump back in. Mom calls for a family meeting and herds us into her bladder of a bed. Everyone listen up. This will only take a minute, but it's important. You know how everyone calls Donna by her first name, right? Even her kids call her Donna. That's because she is Donna, and Donna is not just a mama. From now on, I want to be called by my first name too. I'm tired of hearing Mom, Mom, Mom. I've earned the right to be called Marilyn. It's time for a change. From this day forward, you will call me by my name, Marilyn. Is that clear? Her message crashes down on us like a meteorite punching through the ceiling. We can't ever call you Mom again? Molly asks. No, just Marilyn. But Mom! You mean, but Marilyn. This is going to take some getting used to, I say. Well, you better get started now, she says. We lay on the squishy surface of her waterbed, engulfed by waves of confusion. We can hardly believe our ears. She might as well told us that she didn't want to be our mother anymore. Our feelings are hurt. Nevertheless, we do what we're told, and we start calling her Marilyn from that day forward. Mom begins to break away from Cliff, which makes me happy. Of course, she's not doing it for me. She's just getting tired of him like she does with every other guy. There's sure to be new suitors and more asthma attacks ahead. She bought tickets to the Pickle Family Circus that had set up an enormous tent in North Davis Park near the high school. Perhaps while I was observing how much performing elephants fart, Marilyn was making eye contact with one of the clowns. Later that day, there's a strange man in our house. This is Victor. He's with the circus. He's one of the clowns. Yes, from the circus today, pretty far out. Needed a break. Oh, this is him talking. Needed break from that joint to smoke joint. Ha ha. Victor has a strong Eastern European accent. They laugh. His face is only half washed. There's still milky white makeup on his eyelids, neck, and forehead. He reaches into his pocket, puts a red rubber ball on his nose, and makes a silly face at me. I get it. This is really happening. I should be impressed. Instead, I'm thinking, good God, Mom, what next? A hobo from under the bridge? Lots of people don't like clowns, and now neither do I. Fortunately, the circus moves on, and so does Victor the clown. I'm absolutely sure the next guy she dates has no chance. He's odd in so many ways. He looks like a skinny, young Albert Einstein with a dark mustache and even wilder hair. He arrives one evening in a beat-up Rambler. I lock the door on him, listen to make sure he's gone, and then find him standing directly behind me. He slid through the sliding glass door and back. He takes my hand and shakes it. My name is Charlie Isabella, he says with the cheesiest Italian accent I've ever heard. It's a god-awful impression he finds hilarious. This guy's an ass. He's way too young for Marilyn. He's a punk. But the next day, after going out with him, our mother says, there's something special about Charlie. I haven't laughed so hard since I was a kid, she says, smiling ear to ear. Whatever. I'm still convinced Charlie is no different than the others. So what? He makes her laugh. Big deal. He just wants his turn on the waterbed. I set out to remove Charlie from her life, just like I've done with the others, but Charlie isn't like the other guys. He sits down and hangs out and actually talks to his kids. He listens. He cares. He doesn't just see us as children, but as people. He makes us feel important both individually and as a family. Unlike the other men who just want to be alone with our mother, Charlie's happy to spend time with us kids. He's a natural people person with a good heart. He treats everyone he comes across as an equal, with respect. Plus, he has a great sense of humor, much like my own father. Still, I don't want him butting his way into our family. Then one day, Charlie pulls me aside and says he wants to show me something. Where's the darkest room in the house? He asks. Shelley's room. Why? Follow me. I follow him down the hall to my sister's room, which is now, ceiling included, completely black. Charlie closes the drapes and removes something from his pocket. I'm on the verge of panic. He lays down on his back, which strikes me as very odd. What the hell is he doing? Is he a sexual predator? He lifts his legs and rolls backwards. His feet are in the air and his ass is pointing straight up. Jesus H. Christ, don't take off your pants. And then he flicks his lighter and farts at the same time. The result is unlike anything I'd ever seen before. There's a sizable and forceful flame shooting straight out of his ass. Who knew the human body could do such a thing? It's absolutely amazing, mind-blowingly funny, and a little dangerous all at once. Wow, I say, stunned by his flammability. Charlie stands up, rests his hand on my shoulder, and looks at me pridefully. That's what you call the blue flame, he says. It was blue. After the initial burst, the fluttering blue flame danced along the seams of his jeans. As a 10-year-old, it's impossible not to be impressed and look back at him. And I look back at him with, I think I'm missing a word there, and look back at him with admiring eyes. I know, honey, I have to wrap this one up, but I'm going to finish this paragraph, this chapter. Dang, I might have burned some ass hairs with that one, he laughs, holding his butt and dancing around. The good news is the flame rendered his fart completely odorless, ensuring the whole affair, whole, that's kind of a pun too, would become a memorable and heartwarming / crotch-warming experience. From the very beginning, it's clear that Charlie is hopelessly in love with our mother. He's like a love-struck puppy, but with more hair. He can practically talk with his soulful eyes and will do anything for his affection and ours. He loves to make us laugh. Charlie's different from all the other guys because he loves all of us. He wins Marilyn over with his sense of humor and his love for music. He wins my sisters over with his charm. He wins my brother over with his lovable dog Blue, and he wins me over by rolling over and igniting a fart. We all love Charlie. All right, that's the end of chapter 13. We will pick it up next time. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching and listening to another episode of Page Turning Tuesdays with Tom. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.